Well, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. So let's jump into this week's update. First thing we need to do is reset the opening range. How do we do that, Sean? Well, we look at the SPX and we look at the first trading day of the month, which is right here. We put the high and the low of the first trading day of the month. If it finishes above that upper line, we're in bullish opening range mode, looking for the markets to move higher. If we finish below, then we're looking for the markets to move lower. In between, we're neutral. Right now, as of yesterday, we broke into opening range bullish mode. We'll keep an eye on that, but at this point, it is bullish. If we look at the workspace, we can see that all the major indexes are above their 21 EMA. We've seen a significant move off this double bottom here with transports. Beautiful move up there. Very close to 16,000. If it gets above that 16,000 level, that will be a psychological number that will then turn from resistance into support, and that will be very bullish. The industrials right up against that 36,000 level. So if it does break that and then turn that into support, that's a very bullish sign as well. We know what our opening range is on the SPX, 4608. Need it to be above that to be bullish. And the Nasdaq still above its 21. All-time highs looking good. And finally, with the economically sensitive Russell, we are starting to see a break now out of this trading range. It's been in for months and months and months. Finally breaking above over a 2.5% return, 2.5% increase for the day. Anything above 1% with an index is significant. So that's a pretty big move for the day. Finally breaking above this upper trend line here. We'll see whether that continues. Certainly been building up energy, coiling up, ready to break, and it looks like it wants to now. So that could be a good sign for the markets as well. We have a look at the sectors. We can see all the sectors are above their 21 EMAs also. Consumer discretionary doing very well. The two largest sectors, technology and financial, still moving very nicely. Even biotech now has recaptured its 21 EMA. A bit of a sideways trading range with retail, but everything else looking fairly good. So, trading what we see and not what we think. Coming into the last part of the year, which is historically bullish, things look slightly bullish at this point, right? And that's the way we've got to trade it. So that's what we're seeing there. As far as the cryptocurrencies, Ethereum, beautiful inverse head and shoulders here, breaking out. Still expect that to move higher. If we look at Bitcoin itself, we can see that Bitcoin is sort of sitting on that $60,000 support level and sitting around the 21 EMA. It's pretty normal, right? After a pretty big move, a huge move actually, from 40,500 to all-time highs of 67,000, you'd expect some sort of a pullback. Pull back to the 21, that's still strong price action, and using that 60,000 level as a support level at this point. Would I expect to see Bitcoin at all-time highs by the end of the year? Yes, right? The next couple of months, I would. And then another one that I like to look at is Solana. That one is looking good. Looks like it wants to move higher now, closing above that $200 level. So that's what's going on there. Now, let's have a look at one position that we're in, which was CleanSpark. Now, CleanSpark is a position that we have had for the last several weeks. Let me just show it to you right here. Look at that move. Beautiful inverse head and shoulders, looking for it to move higher. It is a Bitcoin mining stock, one of the most profitable businesses in the world right now. And we have made a beautiful trade on this one. We're going to make a 26.6% return in 30 days on this trade. So CleanSpark, I spoke about the fact that Bitcoin mining Bitcoin is a very profitable business, around $4 million of revenue per hour, around 9,200 to mine one Bitcoin is the cost, and with it sitting over 60,000 right now, very nice for companies like CleanSpark. So we set up a covered call on this, sold the out of the money call at the 1750, and we're very likely to make a 26.6% return in 38 days. What a trade that was. Marathon Digital, we sold another Bitcoin mining stock. We sold the cash secured put option at 40 So we agreed to buy this stock at the 40 level. And look at that move, right? Looks like it wants to break out again. So there's another winning trade. We agreed to buy it down here. I was worrying about or was concerned about a pullback in Bitcoin from all-time highs. That's what we got actually. But these Bitcoin mining stocks are still looking good, right? We've got some very interesting positions set up. And then another one that we had was Hut 8 Mining, where we agreed to buy the stock at 10. Now, on the 23rd of November, I have my Money Will program that will be coming out. A lot of people asking me about this. It is a standalone strategy. Okay, I've been using it for 2 decades. You guys are going to love this. And I actually set up a trade on Hut 8 Mining and on CleanSpark that have made me significant money. In fact, on CleanSpark, over a 260% return in 17 days. So I'm going to show you how I do this, and it can make you significant money very, very quickly. I'll also show you how with the Money Will program, how with MicroStrategy, I was able to turn $2,240 invested here late last year. I was able to turn that into almost $200,000 in 20 days. So I'll talk about that as well. Obviously could have gone on to make a lot more, but that's where I got in, where I got out. But very exciting, right? This new Money Will program, 23rd of November. Keep an eye out for that. It will be coming out. If you want any information on that, it'll be coming out soon, but send an email to support@cashflowoptions.com.au, cashflowoptions with an S, all one word, all together, no spaces, .com.au, and we will help you out with that. But a lot of people ask me about that, and that is coming up very soon. So yeah, CleanSpark, winning trade, Marathon, looking like a winning trade. APPS was another one that we've been in recently. Have a look at this. Look at that one. There's another massive winning trade. This has gone from 47.57 to 91.40. So absolutely crushed it there. 2 winning trades on that as well. We're still in Palantir. That is looking good. I love the long-term prospects of this company going forward. Still a little bit misunderstood, but I believe this could easily be, in the next 10 years, $1 trillion company. So I like the look of this one. We're doing very nicely with 2 positions that we have on with that right now. And that one's looking good. Now, I am setting up a cash secured put option on Alibaba. I'm agreeing to buy it down at 150. I think it's undervalued where it is right now. I've agreed to buy it $20 below where it currently is, and I'll be paid day one for that. So I set the price that I want to buy the stock for, and I get paid day one. And then I have like a revolving strategies that I use once I do acquire the stock, right? So it does work very well, and that's what I'm doing there. Now, the other one that I'm looking to get into as well is SIG. Looking to break out here. We've obviously got the 100 round number resistance level. Breaks above that, becomes support. That's what we're looking for. I'm agreeing to buy this down at 80, right? So almost 20% below where it is right now at this support level of 80, okay? So I'm setting up a cash secured put option on that one as well. And then another position that I have on is, or about to put on, should I say, is Microsoft, okay? Looking for this to be bullish into the last part of the year. I want it to get above 340, okay? All it needs to do is get above 340, and we can make almost a 3-to-1 return on our money. Asymmetrical risk, that's the key, my friends, and there's a trade right there. So I'm going to set up a cash secured put option on this, sorry, not a cash secured put option, a call debit vertical spread on this stock, Microsoft. Right now trading at 329. I want it to get above 340 come the 17th of the 12th, as you can see, 17th of the 12th expiry. I like the look of this one, and you know, around $405 would be our limit price to get into the spread, the call debit spread. Aim to get above 340. It's going to cost $405 for one spread, and our potential upside is $595. Okay, break even 334.05, not too far away from where it is right now. I'd set your stop at $2, so I'm risking 205 to make 595. So almost a 3-to-1 risk to reward on this trade. So I like this. and I'm setting up a position there on Microsoft. Sean, how would that work? Let me just show it to you in our simulated account here. So if I show this to you, a call debit vertical spread. Again, you should have a variety of different strategies. Don't just buy options. Don't just do vertical spreads. I want you to do cash secured put options. I want you to do covered calls. I want you to do collar trades, a whole variety of different strategies. Diversify your account, okay? And this is how you really get things moving. You don't just put all of your money into just simply buying options. That's lower probability, but it has unlimited potential profit, right? So there is times for that, but it's not a large portion of our account, okay? And these are some of the things that we teach our members. So we need to be able to diversify through a range of different strategies, okay? Different option strategies. So I'm looking to do this for the 17th of November, okay? So there it is there, 17th of November, 45 days till expiry. So what I'll do is I'll click on the strategy builder there, and I'll click on this plus sign to expand it, okay? So I've just done this for the members. So let me just exit out of there so I can show you the process of how it works. Okay, so let's now set the trade up. Okay, so 17th of December, yep, I've got the right expiry, 45 days from now. I'm over on the call side because I'm bullish. I'm going to buy the 330 call, and I'm going to sell the 340 call. So if you're going to buy, click on the ask side. If you're going to click on the bid side, that means you're selling. So I'm going to sell the 340, okay? So sell the 340 call, buy the 330. I would put in a limit price here of $4.05. Okay, so that's just an idea, just for demonstration purposes. That's what you could do. Okay, so that's how you'd set that up, and that's how that works. So a couple of new trades, agreeing to buy Alibaba at, oops, didn't put that in right. Agreeing to buy Alibaba down at 150. I'll be happy to buy it there. SIG, agreeing to buy it down at $80 and getting paid day one. Massive winning trade on CleanSpark. Looks like another winning trade on Hut 8 Mining. Another winning trade on Riot. We've agreed to buy it down at $25. So that one's looking really good. Looks like another winning trade there. APPS was a huge winning trade for us. We did a good trade recently on Tesla. That was another winning trade. And Palantir is looking good right now, just managing that position. Looks great, right? So a lot of winning trades, doing very, very well, and we'll continue to do that. But they're the things that I'm looking at for this month. Now, keep in mind, as far as economic news goes, the Federal Reserve meeting begins today, and their announcement and press conference will be tomorrow before the market closes. So that will be something people will be keying off. Jobless claims, international trade and services, and the employment situation, but particularly the Federal Reserve meeting. Even the Federal Reserve now has come out to admit that inflation is not transitory. It's hitting significant highs, and it will persist and it will continue. And this is what people are starting to wake up to. They're printing money at an unprecedented level, and this is something that we need to be aware of, right? The real inflation rate is the monetary rate, how much they're increasing the monetary supply. And if you take the SPX, have a look at this. If you take the SPX, which is the best gauge of the overall stock market, and you take that back to sort of April last year, and you take it to now, that's around a 40% increase. In that same period, they increased the monetary supply by 40% as well. So what does that mean, Sean? That means that all you did by holding the index was keep up with the rate of inflation, the monetary supply, the hurdle rate, not really making any money at all. So this is where the inflation is showing itself here. You've got to be able to make more money than the hurdle rate, how much they're increasing the monetary supply by. How do you do that? Variety of different strategies. You have small, short-term horizon, long-term horizon. So you're diversifying your portfolio between bullish and bearish positions, short-term positions, long-term positions, and also a variety of different strategies. So that's the way that you do it. And this is how you can make a much bigger return more quickly, which is what you must do with what's going on right now. Price of goods and services and housing, everything's going through the roof, even used car sales, and the rapid rate at which they're printing money. If you leave your money in the bank, you are getting crushed right now. Leaving your money in the bank is as good as burning a portion of it. Might as well just throw it away. You've got to be able to put your money into things that are going to grow beyond, above the hurdle rate, the rate at which they're printing money. Must, right? Right now, that's the situation we're in. You've got to be more educated. You've got to understand the way this works so that you can get ahead for yourself and your family. It's just the fact, right? So if we can start to learn this, start to incorporate these strategies, get a little more financial education, which is what I'll do for you on the 23rd of November with the Money Wheel strategy. The Money Wheel strategy will get you beyond the hurdle rate, right? And that's where you need to be to grow your wealth. Otherwise, you're going backwards. Anyway, I'll talk to you all again next week. Thank you guys so much for listening. My name's Sean Allison. All the best and bye for now.